Last time we ended with a battle to free the Silver Eider. Alright, lads, ladies, cats, come forth. We're going to pay our respects for the good lads and lasses that lost their lives here upon the fight against the Fomori. Bror hobbles up the stairs and heads towards the captain's quarters. And he brings you in, and he finds these letters that are just kind of crammed in the corner.
Dear Captain, the stars whisper of your courage. It has come to my attention that I am in need of a favor, and only your venerated self can be obliged to help me. I have included a parcel upon delivery of this note. I believe you know what it is that I am asking. It is only you that I entrust to carry out this task.
Elwyn has been a good friend to me for many years. And I believe that he deserves our attempt at finding him.
Our safest course is to go due west, because we'll hit land no matter what.
You'll know from your sailing experience that Trinora is a large port city. I'm acting captain. I said it's a good plan. Let's head west. Hopefully we can find a bearing, head our west to Trinora. And hopefully there we can find some other spellcaster or wizard that might be able to track these Fomori. Welcome, travelers, to the Tales of TerraVale. We are but your humble guides to the lands and legends that is the world of TerraVale. A group of adventurers, family, and friends, we explore and interact according to the rules of the Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game. So join us as we voyage through the Emerald Gulf, where misty waves whisper ancient secrets, and the winds carry songs of the long forgotten. Here, there be pirates that prowl northern shores, enchanters that weave spells as old as the deep, and every port holds the promise of new mysteries. So chart your course with us, raise the sails, and let the dice fall where they may, for this is the Shadowmar Saga.
Absolutely.
A new day has started. Everyone woke up feeling well rested. Wake up early, kick Grits out of bed.
Oh yeah, we get him. His training is not over.
And you guys head over and start making breakfast.
I'm eating grits.
Oh, you're eating grits.
Yes,
Okay.
each time I'm eating grits.
Each time you're eating grits.
Yes, I'm helping
Okay.
him. Yes, I'm shaping him.
Got it. All right. Well, this one he's doing pretty well. He's doing a nice like a salmon or the egg type deal, like a poached egg on top type deal. Yeah, he's doing really well. He's like this. This is the matter, right? And so he's making breakfast. Like,
Oh,
when
what?
everyone's waking up.
Where did you learn?
I learned through my brain.
All right. All right. What did we say, grits? What is your weakest tool?
My brain.
Your brain. Yes, exactly. But hey, at least something came out of that. All right, that's great.
Everyone gets their breakfast, and everyone sits around the on the berth deck and just pulls up a bench or a crate, whatever, and everyone's kind of eating their egg, salmon, there's a little bit of porridge, whatever you want to make. Bror comes down. Well, how's everyone's breakfast going? Everyone's good this morning.
Very good. Very good. Thank you, Yarn.
Bror. My name is Bror. Cael, how's our settings for today?
We can reasonably expect Captain to be in Trinora today.
Oh, that is beautiful. I love to hear that. All right, it's good safe sailing for us of the day. Kilo.
Hey.
I'm meaning to talk to you. I've been noticing, I saw you in the night the Fomori attacked, and you had the little pea shooter, the little thing you said. It's the smallest. I mean, who uses a crossbow?
Well, I was admiring that you had a piece of good hardware yourself, but this is all I could afford before we came on this trip.
Lord, I got you. I know exactly what you need. I have my old reliable here. I have a couple, right? As you can see, I have lots of them. But you know what? I think you need to start practicing.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to give you something.
Thank
All right,
you.
completely free.
That's
No gold
excellent.
required. You know, you get what you're a good lad. All right, you're a good lad. So here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Nice.
There you go. And I you know what?
Well,
I
thank
thought
you, Mr.
you'd be a much better help for us next time. You're not sub there trying to shoot us. I mean, you weren't really helpful at all. I thought maybe that'll help.
Well, I did notice that you were much better at it than I was. But
Yes, well,
this is fantastic.
A
Thank
lot
you,
of
sir.
practice. Point the barrel down at someone.
Oh, very good, very good, very good, very good. Well, thank you very much,
Yo,
Mr. Iron.
yes, well, nothing
Fantastic.
Take that to the wizard and have him detect if it is good or bad. I do not trust the man with the iron foot.
You know what?
What is that supposed to mean?
I wasn't speaking to you.
What? You are speaking in front of me?
As a gesture of good faith toward Mr. Ironfoot, I think I will not do that, darling. Because I trust this man, and I'm very thankful for the gift he's given me.
That's right.
Do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
That, well, okay. Not a horse, but I get it. Hilo and I have quite a history together. We've sailed for quite a many months now, and well, I think I trust him in this. All right.
It's interesting justification.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cael, my boy, are you good? Do you need anything? You good?
I'm good.
All right, that's fine.
Sorry.
Everyone
I'm just feeling the
it.
anger.
You know what, Cael?
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
You know, you should have this, just in case.
For free?
Yeah, for free. Completely no gold required.
This is an interesting bit. This is a great bit.
All right.
I've never told you
All
how
right.
much I
I'm
love
gonna go on now. All right.
There's a bag of gold for you, lady.
You know what? Great.
It does make sense since he has not received anything anytime that he has pillaged a corpse. Anytime he's looted, he hasn't gotten anything yet.
All right, well, you know.
So it makes sense he would get this.
Are you suppressing anger?
No, I'm not
No.
suppressing anything. Like,
All right.
Oh man.
okay.
If everyone's good, then I'll leave.
Yeah, it's good. We're good.
I'll leave
Cool,
you
cool,
to
cool,
it.
cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
I guess while we're having breakfast, I did promise you guys I would tell you what happened in the DM's kitchen. So
Dum, dum.
you might notice this morning at breakfast that I look like I've taken a swim. I'm a little bit damp, as if I'd been submerged in the water. And I'll just kind of look at you guys while we're eating and say, I had a real interesting dream last night. I remember some things from my past. You guys had asked me about the Fomori. I'll tell you what. I was in a battle once. It was on me brother's ship. He was a mage as well. He fought against this Fomori sorcerer. Not the same one we killed, you understand, but a different one. And, well, he lost. And I flew into a rage. I attacked the sorcerer and I lost as well. My brother was killed. I was cast overboard. And I fell into the sea and I started to drown. But I was saved. I appeared in, if you can imagine, the sea, but with stars all around. All as far as you could see, just the water and the stars. And there was a lady there, and she appeared to me in my dream last night. She told me that something's been poisoning these waters. I think we're on the right track to find it. She told me if I can manage to serve her vengeance, she'll bring my brother back to life.
Really?
Yes. She called herself Erwin, the shepherdess of the starless depths, the drowned lady. She looked like a figure draped in cloth, but the cloth was wet, but it was stars. But it was also the sky, but it was also the sea. Very strange.
What color was her hair?
Well, I didn't really see hair so much as nebulous gases representing the forces of the universe. But it was very colorful and very ethereal sight. It's very interesting. She told me we're on the right track. Something, as I said, is poisoning these waters and preventing the dead from moving on. I think she said something like that. She's a psychopomp. She delivers the dead to the afterlife, but something's preventing her from doing so. She wants me to find it out, and since you're all my friends, well, you're going to help, aren't you?
Well, this is a dream. Do you think this dream was real or just a dream?
I do think it was real. I know it was real. Watch this. And I hold up my hand, and you see this tattoo I have of this, like, starry, wispy creature. It starts to float up, and it becomes this spirit, just kind of like...
Floats from his from his forearm and just becomes this wisp, almost like a jellyfish or a cloth floating in water.
Well, that's fascinating. Did you get that in your dream?
No, I had it the other day. You might remember seeing it on my arm, but I don't know where it came from.
And as you're doing
No,
it's
I
kind of like floating and like now going between hand and hand as you're doing this.
Yeah, this thing can... I mean, it's its own creature, so it can kind of,
Can you sense its intention?
It wants me to stay in connection with the drowned lady. It wants to help us.
But is it bad?
I don't think so. But I don't know.
Well, I had
All I know
something
is-
like that back in the day.
She saved my life.
Some good cream will get rid of that. I think I can whip some up for you if you want.
Well, I'm not totally sure how to answer that, Regina, because once it leaves my skin looks fine.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's called the ghost rash. It'll come back though. As soon as it does come back, just call Regina. We'll
I've
get it
seen your
taken care of
bunions,
for you.
Regina. He should go to my healer.
What's that? No, the bunions are tech, honey. They help you. They're good. They keep it so that I can go around barefoot in glass even if I needed to. So if I don't have the old boots on, I'm still good in the old underbrush. If you know what I mean.
Is it bunion like a callus?
Yeah, kind of like a callus but with personality.
Huh.
Yes.
Sounds horrid. Well, I'm done. He put his food away.
Been talking about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, back to your... I'm sorry. Does your creature have a name, your tattoo?
Well, I haven't really gotten that far yet. I've only been aware of this creature for
I'm going to call
the
it
last
Squid.
hour.
Just for now.
Squid?
So
As good
do
a
you
name
think...
as any.
Yeah, well, you don't have to keep it, but do you believe that Squid enabled you to have this dream, or was somehow part of the lady in your dream?
I believe that perhaps Squid is part of the lady or part of her power or something.
All right.
Sent to check up on me and help me along the way.
Can I roll like nature or something to see if I could recognize what squid actually is? Or if it's good or bad? Is there anything that
You
I
could try rolling nature.
Nature? Okay.
Do you have an occult?
She doesn't.
You can also use occult.
I'd rather nature.
Okay. What'd you roll?
13 plus 6.
That's
so
an
9.
18.
That's a 13.
13.
You need different.
Really?
Dice.
Man, yeah, we really need different dice. That looks just like an 18.
Yeah, 13.
They're very
but
pretty.
Wow.
they're pink. 13 plus 6. So 19.
Nice.
For me to recognize what squid is.
I think you'd recognize that it is not of this world. It's not natural.
Anything else for a 19?
It looks like a jellyfish.
Very close to 20.
It looks like a celestial jellyfish.
It looks like a jellyfish in the stars. Gotcha. But I don't know anything from all of my history books that my father has read me. I have no clue
Roll
what
call.
this is.
Roll occult.
Oh, let's even. Oh, 13.
So, okay, so yeah, I mean, you remember reading stories and or going through lessons about the occult or the essences of the universe that both good and bad and how they interact with the world. It resembles that.
But I can't recognize if this is good or bad.
Yeah, no. I mean, to you, it seems benign.
Is there paper and pens on these ships?
Of course.
Okay. I don't have it in my backpack, but I didn't know if
You
I
can
could
write
just
it down. You can write it. You can have it free of charge.
Okay. Yes. Whatever, chopper. So did you say that you're drenched, and that came after the dream? You woke up like that?
I woke up like this. In the dream, I didn't go down into the water or anything. I was kind of stepping on it, but floating around in it. Sort of. But mostly on it. It's hard to describe. But once I woke up, it was covered in water.
I just want to... Last night I was looking over those notes, and the lullaby that Nylin had said, and I noticed some oddities. It'd be alright if I shared it with the group. So, the poem that Nylin recounted It goes like this. In twilight, that's where it all starts. Where secrets sleep soundly in the depths cold heart. Going back to the depths you're talking about, boy. The flame and the iron must never depart, for in unity silent we forge it in charts. However, when you compare it to the notes that we found in the captain's quarters, the lines are different. For instance, in the lullaby it says in twilight, but in the notes it says in twilight's embrace. The next line in the lullaby, that's where it all starts, and in the note it's where we find our new start. In the lullaby, where secrets sleep soundly, and in the notes, let the silent keep watch. It changes. And at the end, it says, we forge ancient charts, compared to we forge the sacred chart. It's not ancient, but sacred. They are different. Do you think that perhaps the lullaby has to do with your dream and the depths that it speaks of? And also, do you think that perhaps what the captain wrote, since he seems so learned, is more accurate than what the lullaby suggests?
Is that not a chart on your arm? Could squid be the chart?
Well, I confess I hadn't thought of that. I suppose it's possible. And I'll kind of let squid settle back onto my arm and just kind of look at it.
I also imagine that the depth's cold heart sounds like it's in the sea, does it not?
It certainly does.
Doesn't it align with your dream a bit?
It does. It does. We've got to find some books about this. We've got some reading to do.
It is just a lullaby.
You know what Regina thinks. She know exactly.
Regina wants money.
Regina don't want money. Regina thinks this is some weird old man stuff. I'm telling you, this is gonna be some sort of organization called the Order of the Chart, or the Lullabies, Watchers of the Lullaby, or the Guardians of Terra's Rebirth, or something like that.
Regina.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know.
What?
There's
Go
gonna
on.
be some sort of nonsense about finding
Gritz is
the...
like, shh, it's okay. It's okay.
That's what it is. I'm telling you.
Regina.
You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. Wait till we find somebody in a robe. I'm telling you, we're gonna find some robed old men.
Regina,
Yes, honey?
have you ever met my father?
What's that?
Have you ever met my
I'm
father?
thinking maybe he was in those meetings that was held at the old bar haven that I kicked him out so many times because they brought their dang altar to the meeting. Who needs an altar for dinner? Nobody. Okay, I'll
Have
tell
you
that.
ever met my father?
Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Is he a weird old man?
No.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't really trust your judgment too well. I think your perception of reality might be skewed a little bit, but that's fine, honey. You know, you are who you are. Yeah, you do you. Yes.
All of a sudden, Kilo kind of like gets that uneasy feeling again.
Can I look around and see if those same guys are around?
What's in guys?
The Kirk.
Oh, Finthwick and Heldir?
Yes, Finthwick and Heldir.
Or
no,
those.
they're on top deck.
Does anyone here? Magic people. I hope I'm saying that right. Can you please check to
So
see if
offensive.
there's something happening at the moment? I'm getting it. My cat hair is standing on edge, put it that way. Can you please check to see if there's magic going on? I felt this yesterday as well.
So I'll cast Detect Magic.
Were you sick yesterday the same time as Amaya?
No, not really.
Look up Detect Magic.
It was a
Yeah.
sudden passing feeling. Can I also, what did I even roll to see that?
Roll perception.
Okay.
Do I have Amaya with me right now? Or is she... Well, I mean, I like to keep her with me at all times.
That I
But...
assume so.
21.
Oh, okay.
You're starting to, as you're kind of feeling this way, you suddenly, it hits you. You're starting to remember, wait, you felt this way before. And there was this time when you were sailing and you hit this really strong storm. And you were feeling, right before then, you were feeling very similar, like on edge.
I'd like to run to just the top of the stairs quickly.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a second, lads. And just run to the stairs and just look around to see if there's a storm on the horizon.
You look down at Amaya while he leaves, and you see that she's kind of like scratching her ear, like she just feels, like you can tell that she feels unnerved. You run up to the top deck and you look out, and it looks like it's clear weather.
Okay, and then I'd like to walk back.
Wizard, do you not have a potion for my cat?
I've got one potion that I was hoping to save in case of any other Fomori attacks or similar dangers, but...
Can I whip up some stomach settler in the kitchen?
Yeah, I'm sure you probably could craft...
Alka-Seltza adjacent?
Yeah, doing like a...
Oh, that's a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah, to make Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah. You find some ginger, you find some turmeric, you find some other herbs, you mash it up together, put a little bit of shot of some brandy, take a sip. All right, there you
You dry it, turn it into a powder form,
go. Yeah,
mold it into some tablets.
there you go.
Take one of these.
Chopped up, all in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
My cat is a teetotaler.
He's a what now?
Teetotaler.
What's his name? Tito? Tito. I'll call him
Teetotaler.
whatever you want, honey.
He will not drink this stuff that you put in that.
Alright, well, I guess if he doesn't want to feel better, then that's fine. I thought it was a she. Is it a she now? Okay. If she doesn't
You
want
got me saying he now.
if she doesn't want it, then she doesn't have to have it. But I guess if she wants to stay with the stomach like that, that's fine. But here you go. If you want to give it to her however way you want it, intravenously, and whatever you want. There you go. Take it to more, I don't know.
As they go back and forth, can I try to, like, grab it out of Regina's hand and be like, thank you, I'll take this.
If she don't want it, here you go. I got a bunch of them. I made a whole bunch of them. Like
You're
that.
feeling much better.
I'm adding Alka-Seltzer to my list.
Okay, I love it. Everyone realizes that Kilo is back. Gritz goes, where did you go?
Sorry, dear boy, it's the strangest feeling. I keep getting these feelings of dread almost. In the past, it's happened during storms. So I thought perhaps there's a storm on the horizon. I felt it last night as well, when I went to take my post in the crow's nest. I don't know what it is. Something unseen. And I feel it, but I don't know what it is.
Amaya's ear has bothered her, and Regina tried to make a stomach potion for her ear.
So fascinating that yesterday, when I was feeling this way, I think that the cat also felt this way. I don't know enough about cat folk to be like, well, you have a certain sense. Do I? Can I?
Roll sailor check.
Okay. Sailor lore?
Sailor lore, yeah. Would you?
18.
Okay. Now that you think of it, you start remembering these superstitions that you've heard other people say, and they kind of bring it up to you, and you kind of like, oh, that's a little stereotypical, push it away. But the superstitions that say that cats on ships are actually good luck because they can sense when a storm is coming.
Can I roll a medicine to see if I can look at Amaya to try to heal her?
I gave you the Alka-Seltzer. I gave you the tablet. This will she's not broken. She's not.
All of a sudden, you
damaged.
hear this roar of a thunderclap happen, and almost shakes the ship, which seems bizarre. And so, the four of you kind of get up and rush up to the top deck to look out above.
Grits too.
Yeah, and Grits too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's carrying us.
All right, Squire.
The sky is turning a dark gray, and you look out and you're looking around. Everyone's kind of looking around, and you see where you're headed. There's just black clouds over the horizon, and you just see this lightning just crackling across, and every once in a while of thunder.
But only a second ago, this was all
It
clear.
was completely clear.
That makes no
In
sense.
fact, Cael predicted that it would be a clear day.
Is it coming from like an origin spot? Like, is it like there was a hole that opened up and it's like coming out of this, or is it?
I think
like,
you're too far away.
naturally?
All of a sudden, it's there, and it almost looks like it's moving towards you.
But it's very unnatural.
I think you sense that the situation is unnatural.
Cael came up we all came up,
Yeah.
right? Cael. I remember when I was, I've heard stories of Fomori in the past, how they disappear on ships. I wonder if that's where the ship went that took our captain. I wonder if that's a rift into the Fey realm. That was not there only moments ago.
It's quite possible. And I'll start kind of doing stuff in my head and just kind of, yeah.
Am I allowed to do an acrobatics dance up to the crow's nest?
What?
I don't understand. It is a pole, but I don't think that's what you meant.
I don't know how to dance up a pole.
I want to use
Roar comes out of the kind of like the captain's quarters and comes to the helm, looks out. He yells out, "Macluga, get up to the helm. I think we're about to hit heavy weather. I need a steady hand."
Alright, I'll head up there.
The waves have suddenly begun to start moving and chopping as if the waters have suddenly now reached a ripple effect going across the ocean. Has finally reached the ship. The ship is shaking and teetering back and forth. Cael, you make it up to the helm, and Broad looks at you. Cael, it's gonna be a tough one. You're gonna need to make sure you get us right. Alright? Keep us true. Alright, we're gonna sail right past it. We have to make it. We'll have to make it to Trenora, otherwise the ship won't do well. Alright? What are y'all standing around for? Secure the rigging! Stow the deck! And everyone, all of a sudden, all the crews kind of like jump out of their stupor, and they're racing around to their designated locations to start taking riggings and tightening it and checking. Where do you guys go?
I would like to direct Grits to help me help Cael with whatever he needs during, as far as navigation is concerned.
Roar yells out, "Button down the hatches! Tighten the hold!" And crew members begin to start moving around, and they take these tarps and they're putting it over the grate in the middle. They're starting to like seal up the doors they're closing. They're sealing up any way that water can splash in and start to fill in the ship, just tightening up the ship.
Would like to join Lindy dancing on the pole. Sorry, Nyland, there you go.
You're like, nope, I said what I meant.
But what I mean by that is I'd like to go up into what I think she meant, which is going to the crow's nest. We don't know how well you're dancing. You never did roll.
Yeah, you never rolled. Did you get up the crow's nest?
Are you going to the crowd? I really don't know what's happening.
I think she's just morale. She's just dancing.
I love it.
I wanted to go up, but my acrobatics has a higher roll. So I wanted to do something with acrobatics to help me.
Well, they're ropes, so it's acrobatic anyway.
I love the acrobatic climb check for ropes.
I don't think you need to entice this one.
Okay.
Oh, what is it, sweetie?
What is it?
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
All right, so you dance. You just most intricate dance. Whatever just came over you, you are starting to feel the vibe of this thunderclaps. And you just kind of like do like a nice little jive right up there and just
You
kinda
go,
like jump
girl.
up.
Okay, girl.
Do we get like a boost,
honey.
like
Get it, honey.
like she's a
Okay.
bard or something? Like, do we get like some sort of
Yeah, those that see her
encouragement
are
boost?
kind of like encouraged by this.
Morale bonus.
Yeah, everyone's a little bit shaken at the moment, but they're like, we can do it. If she can dance,
She can
then we can do it.
Everybody tries to seduce their first storm at sea. Everybody's done it. Okay? Everybody's done it. Honey.
Not everybody's dancing on the deck. They're just into it. Let's go.
Is your cat going with you?
Yeah.
All right, roll for him.
Her.
Wait, is this a control or
That is a
climbing.
nat 20 though.
Get
Are you
out?
serious?
I'm not even joking. I imagine, you know, like the silk dancers, they have like a silk from the ceiling, and they're like, I assume she's like gets a rope and she like a yo-yo.
There you go. That's it. I love it. So there is like rope, and it's all connected to these pulleys, and you find a pulley system, and you just kind of go around, and you like hit it, and you go up in slow motion, and like start twirling, like Zendaya in The Greatest Showman. Like, you just
So I just want to be okay.
and then the cat comes over, does the same thing, like same pose right up there, you know.
I just want to be clear. So, me, Fenthwick, Haldir, Nylin, and
Fenthwick
Mayan
and
are all
Haldir.
in one basket.
Yeah. Well, no. Fenthwick and Haldir are on the sails.
Oh, they're like out.
Yeah, they're on the sails because typically, what you're going to be doing is taking care of the sails. Bror steps up. Enough of the dancing and the performances already. Cael, take your men, strike the top sails. Which you know what it means to start furling up the sails.
Captain.
So I would like you to roll an acrobatics to climb up there, and then an athletic check for pulling the sails in.
So 18 for the first one,
I will do.
and 18 for the second one.
Wind's starting to blow, and the top sails, the gallant sails, are shaking and moving the ship. And you know that you gotta cut these, otherwise your ship's gonna be going back and forth. You're climbing up, and you get up there and you start pulling the rigging that is tied to the sail, and you start pulling it up so it starts to furl up into the thing, as well as Fenthwick and Haldir. Fenthwick slips a little bit. But he's able to catch his footing and get back up there and help him. You're able to kind of pull the rigging up as the ship's sail going back and forth from this wind. As you look across, you see at the foremast, you also see two sailors up there. And one of them actually slips. You see the wind blows and he slips. But because he's tied himself in, he falls in and he kind of catches himself onto that, and he's able to pull himself up. Roll one more acrobatics check as a big wave and wind hit the ship and tip it over. Nat 20 or unnatural?
Unnatural.
Cool, that's great. Let's see if anyone survives.
What?
I mean, and as you do this, I want everyone to roll an acrobatics check, a balance check to see if you stay footed.
Acrobatics.
12.
What'd you get?
26.
Nice.
17 for me, 14 for Maya.
The whole ship heaves, and Maya and Nylin, you just kind of like end up sliding right into the edge of the basket as the boat heaves over drastically and comes back, and you're still standing. You're able to keep your balance. So let's roll for grits.
Grits, don't let me
Come on,
down.
Grits, come on, man.
Son. Come on, son.
Grits starts to wobble, and as he's doing so, he ends up falling and sliding right to the edge of the ship onto it. But he like falls into the edge of the ship on his butt, but he's still on the ship. You slip as well, but you're holding on to the helm, and you're kind of. All right, what we're gonna do, Cael, is I have a series of checks for you as well.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Again.
That's fun. Our
So
battle today is
again, to
against
like
the
kind of
sea.
describe what I'm doing, I want to be like able to give him information before he can. Like he's
Try
focusing
to-
on stuff so that I can shot call type thing. Like here, like a rogue wave is coming from this
Right,
side,
right.
or like it's starting to cool and you can see a wind coming, so that I can call it out to him before, so that he has time to react. You know what I mean? Grits.
Which he's like toppled over for a minute.
Good job, buddy. We're gonna need you at the wheel, and helping Cael, okay, honey? Gonna need those big, strong, big boy muscles, okay? Get them, buddy. Come. They're not just show muscles, okay? We're gonna put them to work, okay? So get up there and help him.
All right, you're gonna roll a sailing lore check. Okay, to keep the ship steady as it heaves over. All right, roll. You roll a nautical to kind of see what the sea's doing.
A natural 20.
A natural 20. Okay, so you can see that that was a wave that hit the ship, and at this point it seems fine, but you do see that there's a wave building up. At
So
this
what
point.
is that called? Like
Actually, what you do is it's called the rogue wave.
Okay. So,
And you see that there's a wave coming. You know it's going to be rogue. Roll. What was your DC?
So I rolled a 6 plus 9 would be 15, and then if I can use my astrology on that to gain the circumstance bonus, it would bring it to a 17.
You're able to kind of keep it, hold, and it heaves back over. Everyone can kind of like get back to their feet. But you can, and as you're doing that, as you're holding, you hear everyone's hearing the ship almost like for the weight and the tension of the wind and the wave. like just putting all that pressure on it, and it heaves back. Roar yells out, "Take cover! Secure yourselves!" And you see, like, at this point, men are getting back up. They're going to their position. They're tying themselves in if they haven't already done so.
Can I yell to Cael?
Yeah.
I say, Cael, Rogue Wave, second one. We'll have about 15 seconds before it comes off the port forecastle.
Thanks, Regina.
Yeah, I guess I should tie myself to whatever's close and stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of like get yourself to like, there's like a rail in front of the helm. You can kind of go there. Roars are there as well.
I'm very experienced in tying myself.
Roar's not even tied. He's just kind of like he's got a rope around him and he's just holding.
He's got like one of those clamp feet.
Yeah.
And he clamps into the back.
And Roar yells out, Cael, listen to the ladies. She knows that wave could take us out if we do not heave to it. All right? Kilo,
Aye.
reef the mainsails.
Aye, sir.
So you know that means you got to loosen the mainsails so that the wind can have more slack inside those sails. And so you have to climb back down, you and your crew, to... yeah, so everyone's going to roll an acrobatics check.
Climb down, I'm rolling acrobatics.
Yeah.
And it's really like combat focused. It's not like...
So that's
I
not
have a
really going to
unnatural
protect
20.
me?
Oh, nice.
I don't think so.
All right, so as you're climbing down, and they have to climb towards you to climb down as well, you make it down rather easily and kind of get into the basket where you see Amaya and Nylan are kind of like holding on down there, and you see Haldir and Fenthwick start rowing. And as the wave is going back and forth, you see that Fenthwick again loses his hand on it, and he actually slips and falls down. Roll a reflex save to see if you can aid him and stop his fall, as well as Haldir will try to stop him as well.
23 reflex.
Oh, nice. Haldir goes to kind of grab him and like he slips through, and you go there and you just kind of catch him, but he falls and you catch him and you were able to catch him, but you both fall into the basket, and he's like like lost his breath and all this. He's like, thank you.
It's not bad.
This is the worst storm I've ever seen.
Oh, best we can do is tie ourselves in and try to last through it.
We have to reef these mainsails, and not going to do himself.
That's
And he
true.
picks himself up. Haldir comes down. Heldir reaches out a hand and picks you up as well. And you're able. And now you go out onto the mainsails where you roll one more acrobatics check.
23.
You're doing great. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
You're sliding over, and you're able to kind of get to your place, and you all start to like heave to loosen the mainsails, and then another kind of wind just blows through, and it shakes the entire boat, and then you see Haldir lose his grip, ends up falling right back, just complete backwards. And he just kind of falls back and lands on his back onto the deck, bounces a little bit, and just you can see he's completely knocked out, blood trickling from his mouth.
If it's allowed, DM, I'll try to climb down to aid.
Yeah. Roll an acrobatics to climb down.
A lot happens before that second row wave.
Yeah, it's a slow building.
26.
All right, so yeah, you're able to it's whipping and blowing, and you're tossing and turning, but you're able to kind of climb yourself down the rigging, and make it to the deck, and hurry yourself over to where Haldir had fallen down. And once you get there, you can see that he's completely knocked out, but he's not dead.
Can I attempt to heal him?
Mm-hmm.
I got an 11.
Mental.
Plus 17.
All right, that works. That's it. You're able to kind of you prop him up, and you're able to kind of clean him up a little bit, and you get some smelling salves and some like a tablet and something. I'm gonna shove it into his mouth and get him to kind of like all of a sudden goes, oh, and like just breathes out in pain. But he is alive. You roll 2d8.
Job.
7
Oh, nice.
and
Wow,
8.
that's a
Oh, nice.
great two
All right.
rolls for D8.
You pull out some herbs and stuff from your pack, all these like elven, like natural medicines, and kind of like break it up and feed it to him, and he's able to like chew it down.
I'm an elf.
You just gave him as much help as you have.
The rain is starting to pelt down, and it's going so hard that
being wet.
she hates being wet. The rain's pelting down. Everyone's kind of feeling the sting of the rain, and this wave is coming. You can see it. It's getting close, and it's starting to tower over the ship. What do you do?
I'm not gonna lie, Cael. I think we're screwed. I believe in you, Cael.
I'll try to steer the ship into it as much as I can to minimize the impact on the surface impact. Can I use an astrology bonus for this one too?
Yes, you
Oh, it's 23.
23. Okay, so you are you're sailing. You turn the ship towards the wave, and as it's coming through, you turn into the last second, try to drive up it. As it comes down, the ship heaves over as it's going up this large wave, and the beams are creaking. Everyone roll acrobatics for a balance.
Oh.
Yeah, what bad was it?
14.
Ooh.
28.
Ooh. 5. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh
Grace
no!
get to him yet?
What did you tell him to do?
I told him to get to him and brace him, so help him with what,
All
like,
right.
in order
You
to.
got a 5.
I got a 5.
Come on, Grits.
Grits he's seeing you struggle. You're straining against it. You're starting to slip. And Grits gets up. He reaches into his fur Fomori jacket,
Yes.
pulls out a potion, rips it off, and drinks it. And as he does so, he's infused with this magical essence. You can see the muscles begin to grow on him, and he begins to just buckle up, and he runs over to you, and he just kind of gives you a big hug and the wheel, and just kind of like holds on.
Did he get like a 20?
He just took he's an alchemist, so he took a mutagen.
Oh, okay.
He's a mutagen alchemist.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he just like holds you, and he's able to kind of like keep you on there as you're holding on to the ship. You're focused on getting the ship up through and over the peak of the whale. Kilo, you kind of lose your footing at this, but you're near the crow's nest, so you dive into the crow's nest and like kind of hold on as the ship heaves forward. And then you get it tipped over, and it heaves down, and you ride it right down.
It's like Titanic. He's holding him over. It's behind.
That's it. Somehow his arms got longer in this too. Okay, weird. It's okay.
Chad Grits.
Well, he even sounds like he's jacked up.
That's right. Roy yells out, "Good job, lads and lady. You did a great job. We've made it through, but it's not over yet. Look," and as you see, it's getting closer. It's like this giant storm in the sky, just lightning flashing, 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 flashing. And as you look up, roll a perception check.
I just want to know, does Cael say to Grits, don't fall in love with me?
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare fall in love with me.
Perception?
Yeah, perception check.
11.
11. 9. 15.
Unnatural 20.
Oh, all right. You see in the clouds, lightning blasts up, and all of a sudden you see the form of a giant in the clouds, and he's moving his arm back and forth like he's fighting something. And then it's gone. All right, everyone up. You're good.
And
Yeah, that's what you saw.
Anything?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with that.
Stop.
The
All
storm
of you
stopped.
listen to me. There's a man very large in the sky. That is the cause of this. He's going like this in the sky.
Who here, sir, from where she's at?
I need to remake that cell sound because cell sound didn't do something. That was something, didn't that? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on.
Who rolled perception checks? If you rolled above a 10, you heard her.
Okay, so I heard it.
Yeah.
Cael, could that be your sorcerer?
I suppose it could be. I assume the ship is still kind
Yeah, it's still rocking back and forth. Gritz lets you go. You're trying to get through the eye at this point.
It's a beast man, I think.
You said what? You said something about a sky man?
Beast man going like this.
In the sky, honey? Where? Point to him, honey. I look up. Is there...
As you're
Now
doing
that's
this, you look up,
directing.
you start to realize that like Nyland's hair is beginning to like stand up on end a little bit, and you kind of look around and you see like Cael's hair is beginning to stand up, right? Like it's kind of weird. You like noticing everything, and all of a sudden there's a as the lightning strikes the ocean right next to the boat. Splash of water over. That foams over the ship, everything, and then it shakes. There's a massive boom, and everyone takes is deafened 1. So you are still blinded and coming to on top of this thing. And again, as the flame, you all instinctively look up to see what is she talking about, and you see as the light fades for a split second the silhouette of a giant man in the sky. And then fades back to this lightning and everything going on.
Like we're seeing between, like into a different realm, or like.
Why don't you roll nautical?
Nautical?
Yeah.
I guess I'm just talking to
25.
myself and Amaya at that
26.
point.
You realize from your research earlier as you go like looking the book on anything nautical that this elder elemental is peering through, and you realize that you are seeing there's almost a breach between the ethereal realm and the material realm for a brief second.
Could I use my esoteric lore to find out what would appease this creature?
Go ahead, you can roll that.
Esoteric lore of this. Ooh, 26. 27.
27. Okay, so usually you know that these beings would shepherd. They would shepherd the storms, and they would be intentional where the storms go. But this seems unnatural, and it seems to be enraged at this moment, and it seems to be breaking through, and that rage is breaking through into the material realm.
Nyland could roll a diplomacy to try to speak to this man in the sky.
You can certainly try.
Well, you have you're disadvantaged.
You should try it because you can.
I want to roll like a diplomacy to see if I could like appease.
The worst thing you do is hit a 1 and then it gets worse for us, but really, we're doing pretty bad.
Okay, that's not that great. Excuse me. Could you please stop? You're making my cat sick.
All right, very nice. I don't know if anyone even heard that.
Well, I mean,
everyone is auditory, like.
I would like to yell up to the thing as well.
Go ahead.
I'd like to say, Elder Elemental of the Storm and Shepherds of its kind, please have mercy on us. I'm here with the Shepherd of the Sea and the Acolyte of its master. Please, there's clearly something that's upsetting you, and I please know that it's not us, and we just seek passage safely through your storm, oh mighty Elder Elemental.
Alright, roll diplomacy.
Oh, net 20.
No way!
Come on.
Oh, man,
Second
that changes.
familiar.
All right.
Let's go. Come on. Elder Elemental. Come on.
Regina, you sweet talker.
I know, but
That's right. You're bonding to the storm.
I'm channeling what's his name? Oh, Calypso. Out of the sea.
At this point, the lightning begins to calm down for a moment. And all of a sudden there's a big flash in the skies. And you see that this large, just giant of a figure, this silhouette, it looks like it's just a silhouette. Behind it is all this light and everything, but also there's light trickling through it as lightning is kind of traveling down. And you can see in this moment, he's just going like this, moving back and forth. And everyone roll a perception check.
Nat 20, baby!
Wow, that's our second time to have 2 in a row.
So you three, everyone can kind of see this. You're seeing that he's going like this, and then you start to notice that there's streaks of black going through the sky. And this is happening while the sky's almost opening up, like bright black storm clouds beneath and above it is like this opens up, and almost like he opened up this, the stretching the barrier between the ethereal and the material realm, and you see him going like this, and he just this light coming between his hands, and he goes like this, right, and this light just like lightning comes down, and it hits the ship right where Regina is. And Regina just goes flying backwards, and she's holding this orb in her hand that's like almost like an orb of like electrical energy, right? Is going on, and she's like falls over, and she takes. We'll just do like takes a little bit. 2 points of bludgeoning damage from just falling back. You're holding this orb of electrical energy, of this gift from this storm lord in the sky. And then the lights go down, and the lightning begins to pick back up, and the storm's brewing again. This time, you start to notice that these black streaks are streaking towards the ship as this dark shriek, and all of a sudden these shadowy beings are flying around the ship. They followed the orb, and they're flying around this ship. All right, and at that point, I'd like everyone to roll a perception check for initiative.
Am I allowed to put up my light shield yet?
I'm last.
Oh, I had 17.
20 plus 10, baby.
Whoa! All right, so homebrew rule. You got a nat 20 initiative. You get an extra action for your first round.
Hey.
4 actions for the wizard. All right, so we're gonna go Cael. Then you said 15.
17.
17 last. Let's do one for Grits. Cael, you're still holding onto the helm at this point.
Okay, so I see these things kind of swarming down, and okay,
Yeah, they start to swarm around the ship at this point.
okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Fleet Step. That's 1 minute, gives me a plus 30-foot status bonus to my speed.
What are you gonna do?
2 actions. Well, I'm going to zip all over the place if I want to.
Nice.
Who's going to be holding the helm?
Well,
I guess Grits. Tell him to. He's there.
Make Grits do it.
Well, you guys.
He's the Hulk
not
right now,
technically-
so.
I know we all think he's my familiar, but he is technically not.
He is an edge.
So I
In
think-
my mind, I've started treating him that way.
Oh yes, I think
So I'll kind of, I guess, grab Grits' hands and put him on the wheel.
he's still juicing, right?
Yeah, he's still juicing.
Nice.
He's long. I got it.
Alright, so that's 2 actions. And then, yeah, it's anticlimactic, I guess, for the first round. But I'll cast an electric arc on the southernmost dude there. I guess he's kind of floating above the railing, I suppose.
Yeah, you get go for it. Okay, so you shoot this arc, and it just like it's like floating there for a second, and then as it like lightning comes through, it just kind of like jumps aside and it goes past them. But again, these arcs kind of like grasp him as the main bolt goes past. What's
So-
how many damage?
5 damage. Oh, question for you.
Yeah.
That other one to its left, is that within 30 feet? Because I can make the bolt arc to another target within 30 feet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it just kind of goes as it like phases in and around, streaming like this shadowy substance behind it. It jumps out of the way, but still gets the arc and still takes
same
this
thing.
5 points.
He looks like a completely different guy once he's had his beauty sleep.
A little bit.
Nice.
He puts the J's on and starts hitting people with the static shock.
He's got his lightning greaves. All right, so that will be Cael.
Yeah.
It's now Gritz's turn, right? And so you kind of like stepped aside. And Gritz is like, what do I do? What do I do?
Hold it, Grits. You saw him do it. Just hold it straight.
Okay. He's actually gonna roll a sailing lore check.
Oh, man. Remember what his weakest tool in the toolbox is.
His brain.
All right, so he's holding there, but the ship is moving at the same time. But he's able to keep it there, keeping it steady as he keeps it going. Okay, Nylan, it's your turn. So you kind of sit down for a moment. You're still on the ground at this moment because you got knocked over. So you still have to pick yourself up. Don't forget about that. But as you're sitting down, you pull out your fanny pack of a healing kit. Pull out some herbs and stuff. You kind of patch up some scratches and get yourself all patched up.
So for my first, I heal myself. My second, I stand up, and then my third, I get my bow out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Nice. Okay.
All the same.
Yep. Regina.
What do I got in my hands? I got a AAA battery. That's going crazy right now.
Yeah, it's going crazy. And
I just rizzed up an Elder Elemental and he shot down a 9-volt battery. And that's going crazy. What do can I use? I don't know what this thing is in my hand.
No, you don't.
That's why I want to try to know what this thing is in my hand.
Yes, you do.
Yes, so that's why I'm asking you how I do
You
that.
should probably recall some sort of knowledge.
Okay, can I recall knowledge?
This is your character's all about.
But I'm asking you what I should recall. So can I just use my knowledge esoterica because this came from the...
Yeah,
I
go
can
for it.
heal you.
So that's 12 plus 17, 19.
All right, so you're holding this orb and it vibrates in your hand, but it's not hurting you. It's almost like this very thin glass or some sort of magical force field holding in this ball of pure electric energy in your hand. So naturally, you pull out your book and you start flipping through it, and it flips to a page about these storm lords. And as you're reading through, you see that this is a gift from the Stormlord. It's almost like an uncasted spell that can be used whenever you like to use it to unleash it. Roll an arcane knowledge check.
24.
You know that this, whatever is contained here, is going to have the same results as a level 6 spell, Chain Lightning. We know that it is going to fade.
It's a one-time.
It's a one-time use.
Yeah, we're going to throw that in the bag.
No, I mean like
Hey, that's a nice flashlight.
it's a one day, like it's going to fade at the end of the day.
Oh, it's going to be... Okay.
It's
Put it back up.
yeah, it's not like save for the final
How
boss.
do you use it to get rid of all the things, the black things?
What is...
So I'm gonna say that was one action. I just added on to the arcane. But yeah.
What is Chain Lightning?
Just to your
Chain lightning is you discharge a powerful bolt of lightning onto the target, dealing 8d12 electric damage. The target must attempt a reflex save. The electricity then arcs to another creature within 30 feet of that first target, jumps to another creature within 30 feet of that, and so on, until there's no more creatures. And you can end the chain at any point. You can't target the same creature more than once. You must have a line of effect to all targets.
say 8d12s.
8d12.
Okay.
So you can kill all of them.
Possibly 96 damage.
Yeah, they're just not... They're not close enough to each other.
Agreed.
Alright, so we're going to try and orchestrate some things and cool stuff. Okay. It'll take one action for me to put the orb away and pull out the War Razor, right?
Yeah, it will take an action to do that. Yes.
To do that, okay. Okay, so then I am going to do that, and then I'm going to use my exploit vulnerability on the
On the shade.
on the shade creature. 30.
All right, so it flips to a page, and onto this page is just all this information about these creatures called shadowlings. As you read about it, you see that they have one weakness: light vulnerability. And next to, taped onto the side of the page, there's like a sliver of a crystal that's glowing light. And you know that any sort of attack that has been imbued with light will be treated as magical and will deal an additional 50% damage.
Cael, book says zap them, okay?
You got it, Regina.
I got a plan. It's gotta wait though. Okay? I gotta go. Trust Regina. Stay alive. Okay.
That's the goal.
All right, that's all I got.
The shadowlings are going to start flying towards the direction of the helm. But they're going to antagonize and attack those that cross their path.
And I rolled 2 20s. The highest costing item in the game, and it's a one-time use, and I have to use it right now. And you get a free gun.
And you got a free light explosion
Yeah,
thingy.
this is gonna be sick.
So this thing flies through and starts going around, and you see Gromash is like takes up his he rolls out this big old axe and he swings, and it just goes right through the shadowling. It doesn't even phase it, and the shadowling just kind of comes up, and its hands, if you can call it tendrils, hands kind of form into large claws and just gives slashes and slashes, and you can see Gromash just kind of like buckled down, and he just falls over. Another one flies towards Regina, and the first one is a 29. 8 points of damage. He's going to attack again with the other clawed hand, and it's a miss. You're holding this thing and comes over, gets a good slash, but you're able to nimbly move out of its way as it flies around you. One's going to go after Cael as well. First one, oh boy, is going to be 31.
That is a crit, actually.
Oh wow, okay. Well, you just lugged out because I rolled pretty bad. So you're going to take 8 points of damage total. And the second one misses. And so he's slashing and stuff, and he's getting tentacles, and as they kind of like wisp over you, you can just feel like just energy force leaving your body, and then goes through, and you're dodging out of the way. And it's flying around, it's attacking Bror, and he's flying around Bror, and he's just kind of like flashing out at Bror. You can see him like holding onto the rails, these wisps kind of go through him. The crew begin to kind of like panic and jump down to the deck as the ship's rocking back and forth. These shadelings are flying around. More are coming down. And we're going to go to Kilo.
Alright, so my first one, I would like to do a one for all. I would like to bolster the ally's efforts and designate an ally within 30 feet to aid that ally.
Okay.
I would like to aid Regina. So what I would like to do is I want to head over to basically where Grits is. So, okay, this is dirty 20 to get down.
Okay. And so
And
you're
then
going to
I
climb
have-
down here, and you're going to
Yeah, total of 30 feet to get over into all that mess. I imagine I can't really hit anybody from where I'm at. Right, so why do I do that? Why don't I move up to Regina? To the one that's... If I can do that.
So you can get to Regina if you would like.
Okay.
And imagine that you're running through. They're circling these guys, like they've made their targets, and they're kind of circling. So you can kind of like fly, duck and like head over to them.
And then I want to try to blast the one since I have a loaded firearm in my hand. So I'm thinking like, basically, I'm not going to do anything with these guys, but they might come after me, which is why being over here actually helps our cause.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing. I'm basically useless unless I can draw them in. So I actually would like to take a shot because that's going to make light, which might just draw them in closer. Okay. Anyway, so I got like a 8.
Okay. 5. And just like you just smoking, flashing, it's just like over here.
Back to me?
Yep.
Okay, so first thing, I've been forgetting to do this, but what good is giving a crit if I'm not going to wear it?
That's right.
So maybe combat will
For
break
free
down.
action, you put your hood
Free
up.
action, thank you. You are merciful. Okay, so they're all. Can I tell that they're all kind of heading towards this object of power?
Roll a perception check.
Cael, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit him.
Not yet, Regina. You gotta wait. There's more coming down.
Oh, shut up, Pete, and everything's just above. This thing's hot, Cael. Honey, this thing's hot, honey.
Oh yeah, you can like go
My
anywhere.
speed is 55 right now.
So where you want to go? Like back here?
Well, I don't want to be out of view of everything. Maybe like standing above Regina.
All right. We're all going to hang out next to Regina.
And then I'll cast shield.
Protector!
Okay. My third action.
Nice. All right, Grits. As these shadowlings begin to start surrounding the ship and getting thicker and thicker, the waves have begun to start to quiet down, and you're not hearing thunder, you're not seeing lightning. Instead, you're beginning to feel that the waves have begun to loosen. Grits is holding on to this, and he realizes that it's not going to jerk on him anymore, so he's going to let go, and he's going to pull out his falcon. He's going to turn around to this thing, and he yells, "I'm the hero!" and just like brings it down.
Tell me you got a
no,
one.
Tell me Rick got a one.
There's an hour.
We got a 1. Oh,
Grits, come on!
oh no!
Just throws his sword
He's
right off
thinking
the
that's what I can think of. He chucks this blade, goes flying, it just phases right through the shadow link, right over the deck.
And nobody saw it, man.
Oh, oh no! Yeah, that's his turn.
This needs to stick with the motions, man.
I know.
I like you literally called
We're
the
pushing
sea
him in the body.
so he could do that.
Yeah. I just wanted to get him involved. He just wanted to get involved. All right, Nyland.
He was steering the
Okay, can I make it over to where Cael is? Well, but hold on, before I move though, the man I just healed,
He's up. He's
yeah.
up.
So Nyland would turn to him and say, "You follow me and my cat. I saved your life."
But, all right then.
At least he's listening.
He's like, I'm not going to argue with you.
So I can make it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you made it here.
Oh.
He's over here.
And Amaya and that.
You see that there's this shadow link flying around here. You would get here. I mean, you can also try to treat Regina's wounds.
Yeah, Regina low. Regina getting low again.
You're going to heal?
Yes, and then I'm going to put up my light shield. 18 plus 6. So, yeah.
24.
Then yeah, 2d8.
7.
Gosh.
7.
Wait,
So
you're going.
14.
Only 7s and 8s this entire time.
So I healed up Regina 14, and then I would like to look at Regina. You are welcome, honey.
Oh, honey, stand back. This thing's hot.
Everybody's gathering around.
Thank you.
Regina.
This thing
Protect
nuclear.
Regina.
It's nuclear.
All right, Regina, you're up.
And my shield is up for my third.
You're casting light shield on yourself.
Yes, on myself.
Okay.
Yes, so I moved and healed, and then I cast my light shield on myself. But if they attack me and that breaks, it does send, like, stuff at them.
Light, yeah.
You still have aid even though you're not going to use your thing this time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna, so I'm still gonna do other things.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there holding the orb of Asamox.
Regina, it's your turn.
All right, this guy getting slashed.
All right.
Yep. Come on. So I get the 8 on this, right?
I guess you can. Yeah.
Do you want me to keep my previous roll or do a new one?
He rolled it right when he did it.
Yes.
No, I say do it again.
Okay.
And you also say something to encourage him.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
All right. You're so pretty.
Oh, honey.
You don't look a day over 90.
Stop saying that. What did you say?
Oh no! Wait, good thing you got aid though.
No, it doesn't matter. I got
That
one.
That one?
Oh no!
Oh no!
So I don't
All right.
roll
You
this.
know what we need to do? Roll at 100.
A D100?
Yep.
No.
Have a D100.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
Oh, you have the
These
percent. Yeah, okay.
percent.
Well, there are D100s. I mean,
Really?
Yeah. They're like.
Oh, 77. I don't know if that's
Basically-
good or bad. It's supposed to be high or it's supposed to be low. Yeah, but I don't know.
You go for the attack, and you and it jumps out of the way, just kind of like phases out of the way, and it's just phasing. It goes and gets an attack on you. Take 14 points of damage
I
As it just-
healed her 14.
as it jumps out and just.
Hey, that's good though because that was
This
good.
tendril's claws kind of phase through you, and you just feel all that vitality leave you.
Good thing you came to heal, otherwise he'd be out right now.
Yeah. But I don't
I'm down
think
to
I
13
can
now.
heal again. for,
Ooh,
like-
good thing she healed you.
All we
You
have to do is basically get
Okay.
to Regina's next turn
Son of a gun. So Bill.
So that's a miss.
Okay, last one.
You never know. Didn't really go with those nat 20s. You can try it again.
Nope. I rolled another 8. So that's 9.
So it's just
All right.
jumping
You're just
out. And you're
swinging.
just
You're just swinging.
you're swinging, and you're just like swinging lazily because you just got all this like drain for all this energy. All right, Shadow's turn, and these shadowlings begin to
Here they are.
shake. They begin to fly in.
Jesus, there, look at that. I'm gonna get hit 15 times.
But you are
40
surrounded by
times.
everybody. Somebody could get it in Saintless if need be.
All right, so one of them, they're swarming in, and another layer, and it's before it was dark. It's getting darker as the entire ship is being surrounded by these shadowlings, but all these shadowlings are coming in, picking off crew members one at a time. So one of them's gonna go after Amaya. It's all right. You don't need a cap. 10 damage.
I heard her meow.
And she gets attack again with 4 more points of damage. As this thing's flung her up, just swiping in, stealing its vitality. Alright, let's do Kilo first. Then we get crit. You're gonna take 16 points of damage.
I can take it.
And he's gonna attack again with his third action. That's a hit, not crit.
I don't know.
And you're gonna take 14
Not to use it.
14 more points of damage as all these things are flying around, reaching out, grabbing at your vitality. They're going to attack Regina now. She's going to take 10 points of damage.
Oh,
All right.
make it to this.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you make it, all right, we're attacking Cael. I'm rolling on fire. Oh my gosh! You fall to your knees and down to what, 5 points of damage. This is awesome.
We just gotta make it.
Okay, does Grit survive?
Of course he does. He's juicing.
And these things start swarming him, and he's just like, he's unarmed, and the chemical reactions begin to fade. So it's like, oh no! And like they're swiping at him and attacking him, and he's actually diving and dodging out of the way. One gets him, but he's able to kind of skirt out of there without too much damage. Lucky dog. Lucky dog. Let's see if Bror survives. All right, and this one's surrounding Bror, but he's standing there. He keeps swiping at him, but he's able to kind of like just hold up his dukes. And he's trying to like swipe him away back, but they're getting at him, and you can see that he's starting to fade and starting to like weaken down, but he's still standing. The rest of the crew, they're trying to defend against these shadowlings, including Heldir, who's supposed to follow you, but he's just got the shadow, and he's just focusing on like protecting himself and trying to fight it back. Kilo, it is your turn.
Okay. I might have rolled this for perception last time. Am I seeing that light hurts them? Can I roll for that? Okay. 4. I don't know that.
Yeah, you have no idea the like it.
So I guess I will instead swing my rapier at it.
Go for it.
And you know what? I'll use the finisher. 3 6s, 12.
Okay. So you get its attention and you slice through it, and as it slices through, you see that it like cuts through it and it dissipates for a moment and comes back together. And you can tell that it's getting agitated and it's like vibrating with agitation.
Okay. I only do the bon mot for fun. You wispy misty
Whisper at me again!
wispy misty son of a gun.
That was
So
smooth,
demoralizing.
very smooth.
There we go.
smooth.
Let's see if it works now. I know how to talk to these guys. Nat 20.
I quit. All right?
Whiskey,
Done.
misty, son of a gun.
I know how to talk.
You kiss your mom with that mouth, Cam?
It just
Caleb?
starts like vibrating, and you just see it like disappear. Like it just left. It just ran away. It's so
Wait,
demoralizing.
not too far, right?
It's gone. It's like. All right. That ends the round. It goes to a new round. All right, which Cael top. But as a reminder, you can choose to withhold your turn to allow someone else ahead. So if you want, we can all say that Regina's up. All these shadelings are circling. They're circling around. Everyone's like being. You see these wisps kind of coming through and stealing vitality and everything from everyone, and they're coming around. But if everyone is okay with that, we can give it to Regina.
I'm okay with it going for me.
Alright, so Regina's gonna say, alright, that's it. I'm not holding off anymore, honey, okay? We're gonna let this thing go and let it cook and then get out the way, okay?
How many are around us, by the way? I just want to know what I'm witnessing.
Probably like, at this point, I mean, right here we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 swirling, maybe 11 swirling right there. But around us, probably at least 50.
So Regina's gonna pull out this orb and she's gonna pull out her glasses and start reading the book. So, okay, so first you gotta turn to the left, 6, 5, 4, alright, no tapping this. She pulls out this tiny hammer and just goes, dink. And then it the glass explodes and lightning just shoots up into the sky and disappears. And then 2 seconds later, and it hits this one all the way far left and it just changed. All the way to the other ones. Yeah. So everything. So starting far left and then one to the right and then top. And then the one directly above it, and then the one to the left,
and then from the last one, it arcs into the spiral of surrounding and just spirals upwards. And you deal 8d12.
A piece, right? Or are you just gonna multiply for all of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna do to all of them. All right.
So 60.
60 total.
So that's 60 total.
As it hits the first one, it just bursts, and then it just arcs through and just. And as it's going around, it just bursts and just almost like confetti of a wisp of shadow begin to fall over. And as it's doing so, sunlight begins to pierce through these shadow corpses, and it begins to fall out and hits all of them. And the sun is out and the sky is clear. Whoa. And you're sitting in a still sea.
I loot them all.
Ship creeping.
That was my idea.
I'm sorry.
Tiny little loot chests fall raining down.
Wham, wham, wham. Sink the ship.
Hit Cael on the head. Tunk.
Do they possibly turn into gold dust?
I don't think.
No, I don't think that's
possible. About 1 million XP motes flying everywhere.
I feel like we all just collapsed.
Yeah.
Oh, honey. Grits, where are you, Grits? You okay, Grits? You did a great job. You did a great job, honey. You did a great job. I don't care what Kylo says. I don't care what
I would look at Ironflame and be like, I like it.
Oi!
Can I go to Amaya now?
Yes, you may go to Amaya.
Okay, good.
And that experience doesn't count. The Stormlord does level up.
Are you kidding me?
And we'll end there.
That's the end of it?
That's the
Alright, well done, well
My
done,
kitty
well done.
cat is
Good job.
okay.
Thank you, travelers, for watching and joining us on our quest today. If you want to see more adventures by us, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And remember to toss the dice and let them fall where they may. Until our paths cross again, thank you and have a good night.
Thank you.
You got it, boss.
That will help me.
You the boss?
Absolutely.
You succeeded as captain?
No, I'm
You
still
have the
gonna. I'm still gonna ask.
Is everybody down here? Are you
What are you
warm?
asking?
Are you hot? Are you
Nyland?
cold?
What are?
She offered when they said there is no captain. She said I will be captain a really long time ago.
And I supported her.
So she just brought that up again, that she said she would be captain and nobody listened to her, and Kilo supported her this time, so she still will try to do a coup. I mean,
She could try to do it.
Well, she swabs the deck.
no.
You just said no to work in front of everyone.
No. Okay, maybe she'll rethink her campaigning strategy.
You all serve me. Yeah? Yeah?
She
Your new
doesn't
slogan.
know.
No work for me. No work for me.
She doesn't know any different, guys.
Stop picking on me, guys.